Good evening. I'm Michael Ang, and you're watching the Manila Times News Prime. Let's dive into today's biggest stories. Our top story: Tropical Depression Isang decelerated or slowed down as it moved towards Quirino Province. According to Pag-asa's latest weather bulletin, signal number 1 is hoisted over Cagayan, Isabela, Quirino, Nueva Vizcaya, Apayao, Kalinga, Abra, Mountain Province, Ifugao, Benguet, Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, La Union, Pangasinan, Aurora, and the northern portion of Nueva Ecija. The southwest monsoon, enhanced by the storm, brought strong to gale force gusts over Metro Manila, Zambales, Bataan, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes, Burias Island, Western Visayas, Negros Island region, Central Visayas, Dinagat Islands, Southern Leyte, Surigao del Norte, and Camiguin. Pag-asa said Isang is expected to exit the Philippine area of responsibility by Saturday morning. For news overseas, over 55 million U.S. foreign visas are up for review, according to the State Department, as President Donald Trump ramps up his crackdown on immigration. The U.S. will be vetting 55 million foreigners currently holding a valid U.S. visa. Trump administration considered all of visas to be fair game. The state will be revoking visas if there are indications of overstays, criminal activity, threats to public safety, terrorist activity, or providing support to a terrorist organization. The State Department earlier said it has revoked 6,000 visas since Rubio took office in January with Trump. In other news, the Binays and some 22 others have been cleared of graft and corruption charges. Former Vice President Jejomar Binay and his son, former Makati Mayor Jejomar Erwin Junjun Binay, have been acquitted by the Sandigan Bayan in relation to the 2.2 billion Makati car park building. In a decision by the Anti-Graft Court's 3rd Division, the Binays, alongside 22 others accused, including former city officials and private individuals, were acquitted of graft, malversation of public funds, and falsification of public documents in relation to the project built from 2007 to 2013. The court said that the Ombudsman's prosecutors did not prove beyond reasonable doubt the charges that were laid. On the other hand, Senator Risa Ontiveros called for the temporary extradition of religious leader Pastor Apollo Quiboloy to the United States. According to Ontiveros, the treaty between the Philippines and the United States permits the temporary surrender of a person facing criminal charges in both countries. Ontiveros made the call, citing legal provisions and an urgent need to deliver justice to his alleged victims abroad. Quiboloy is the founder of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, a Davao-based religious organization. U.S. federal prosecutors accused Quiboloy and his associates of recruiting young girls into his religious group to exploit them sexually and economically. The allegations span California and Hawaii, where the Kingdom of Jesus Christ maintains satellite churches. On to another story. The Philippines is set to become one of the biggest pharmaceutical manufacturing country in the region. According to the research firm BMI, ongoing strategic investments in the industry will make the country a regional leader in pharmaceuticals. AstraZeneca Pharmaceuticals signed a partnership with the Department of Trade and Industry, or DTI, through the Philippine Economic Zone Authority, or PEZA, to create the first pharmaceutical innovation hub in the country. BMI projects the Philippine pharmaceutical market to grow to $7.5 billion in 2029 from $6.1 billion in 2024. For sports, 3 Filipino Q artists, Michael Baonan, Johan Chua, and Jeffrey Roda, made it to the final 16 of the U.S. Open Pool Championships. Baonan will face Vietnam's Dong Quoc Quang in the next round on Saturday. Chua will face Serbia's Alexa Pichel. Roda will seek to score an upset victory against world number 3 Aloysius Yap of Singapore in the next round. World number 2 Carlo Biado, meanwhile, was defeated in his final 64 matchup. That's all for now. Thanks for spending your evening with us. For more news and information, read the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow the Manila Times on all social media platforms. I'm Michael Ang, and you've been watching the Manila Times News Prime. Stay informed, and we'll catch you here, same time on Monday. Good night.